High within the reaches of an ancient oak, a sparrow works with singular focus. She carries a dry, brittle twig, clutching it firmly in her beak before weaving it into a perfect circular frame. Every movement is deliberate, a testament to her foresight. Below her, the world is less orderly. A crow hops on to a lower limb, his dark feathers shimmering. He lets out a harsh, mocking caw and tosses a pebble at a passing squirrel, finding amusement in disruption while the sparrow continues her quiet labor under the fading light. The sun begins to dip behind the horizon, painting the sky in shades of bruised purple and deep gold. Thick, charcoal-colored clouds roll in like a heavy curtain, swallowing the last of the day's warmth. The air turns cold. Rain begins as a soft, rhythmic drizzle, but quickly transforms into a relentless deluge, lashing against the oak leaves with violent force. Safe within her woven sanctuary, the sparrow tucks her head beneath her wing. She is dry, warm, and surrounded by a modest stockpile of seeds she had the wisdom to gather. A sudden weight hits the nest entrance. It is the crow, shivering and broken by the gale. His feathers are matted with thick mud, and his eyes are wide with desperation. He pushes his head toward the small opening and croaks with a trembling voice. The storm is too strong. Please, let me in. The sparrow, moved by a sense of mercy, steps aside. She clears a small space on the dry, soft floor. The crow shuffles in, shaking freezing water onto the floorboards. They sit together in a heavy silence as thunder shakes the very foundations of the tree. By dawn, the rain has slowed to a whisper. The sparrow pecks at a single seed and chirps softly. Build your own home today, friend. The next storm may be even worse. But the crow does not move. He stares at the sturdy, golden walls of the nest with eyes full of envy. Without a word, he leans his heavy shoulder against the sparrow, shoving her hard toward the precipice. This is mine now, he snaps, lunging to claim the center. But the nest was never built for his weight. His sharp talons rip through the delicate floor. A sickening crack echoes through the woods. The entire structure gives way, snapping off the branch. The nest plummets through the air, hitting the forest floor and shattering into 1,000 broken twigs. The sparrow does not fall. She spreads her wings, gliding gracefully to a nearby cedar tree. She lands, finds a fresh blade of grass, and immediately begins to weave once more. Her skill remains. Below, the crow sits on the bare, exposed branch where the home once stood. He looks down at the wreckage of his greed. He tries to pick up a twig, but his clumsy talons slip. He sits motionless as the morning wind chills his wet skin. He has no shelter, no food, and no choice but to face the cold reality of a world he refused to build for himself.